And thanks for staying with us, everyone. The Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria has re-elected Innocent Bola-Audu for a second term in office as national president of the association. The new officers are elected at the Emergency National Delegates Conference of ASCSN held during the weekend. A communique signed by the president, Innocent Bola-Audu, and National Secretary Gamaliel Ako, stated that the NDC in session reviewed and commended the July 9, 2024 judgment of the National Industrial Court delivered by Justice Oyebola Oyewumi, which reinstated Bola-Audu as president of the association. The NDC condemned attempts by some former and present members and staff of the association to fragment the association and also stop the ongoing police investigations into the financial fraud and other crimes committed against the association. Recall that the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria has been enmeshed in leadership tussle with a recent resistance to prevent the reinstatement of the president who has now been re-elected. Well, the man in question joins me now from our studio in Abuja, President Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Innocent Bola-Audu. Thank you for joining us on the news this hour. So you have been re-elected, but the question is whether you have been reinstated. What is the current situation with the fracas ongoing within the association?
Thank you very much for having me. I have been reinstated before I was re-elected. The judgment of Justice Oyewumi was very clear. It was a declaratory statement. And then the current situation of the union is contained in our communique we issued out, that one, the union accepts wholeheartedly the judgment of the National Industrial Court, and that we are moving the union forward to greater heights. And as such, we cut the cooperation of everybody so we can move our union forward for the benefit of our members. Currently, we have it on good authority that some persons who didn't really like the tone of the judgment are reading and going about and claiming all manner of things. It is very clear from what the judgment said who is the president of the Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria and who should lead the union. And I'm really very grateful to the members who felt in their wisdom that we should not allow vacuums in our association anymore, and that has given me a fresh mandate to lead the union for another 4 years, the second term in office, even though I didn't enjoy much of the first time in office. But then, all well and good. Every time one should be grateful to God for where you find yourself. I am grateful, and I'm grateful to the union, and I believe that with the renewed mandate, we will together move the union forward. If those past leaders, former members of the union and staff of the union who are still aggrieved will find wisdom in coming together and moving the union forward.
I hear you clearly, Mr. Audu. There is what the judgment says, but there's also what the stakeholders within the organization or within the association are saying. You recall that that judgment was appealed and then a stay of execution applied for following the release of the judgment. How difficult a task do you have before you to be able to unite these dividing forces together? Because you are going to need that kind of an environment to actually provide leadership, right?
I want to thank you very much for touching on these aspects of the judgment and wanting to say that the judgment has been appealed. I am really very surprised when they talk about an appeal. as I sit in your studio today, it would have been good if you asked them if we have been served an appeal to that effect. I tell you, we are not aware if they have appealed any judgment. And I would seize this opportunity to let Nigerians know that the judgments of the National Industrial Court has a process of appeal. And they are not done the way the normal courts operate, because the National Industrial Court, it's a specialized court that was set up by this country to fulfill certain obligations. And so when somebody just go, do what they like and come before the public and begin to claim that they have appealed, it is good we verify the processes they followed to say that they have filed an appeal and has applied for a stay. Even though without conceding that we say they have appealed, let us ask them, have they stayed the judgment of the National Industrial Court? A judgment that is not stayed cannot be said not to be alive. I'm not a lawyer, but at least I've spoken to so many lawyers who have educated me to say that until they get a stay of that judgment, they shouldn't go to the public to say that they have appealed. It's absurd, and it's just to create diversion to say that they are appealing. Then too, for us on this side of the divide, we are very ready to work with everybody who is ready to work with us. We are not quarreling with anybody. We are not fighting with anybody, sir.
But it's hard to tell if those who have been elected to provide leadership in this association have been able to, live up to that expectation, where you consider all of the investigations going into financial fraud and allegations of crime committed, against this association. How do you think that has affected the impact of the ASCSN, and what it's actually supposed to do for the civil servant?
Honestly, I must be very frank with you. I would implore every civil servant to be a little bit patient. There is no organization that investigations are going into the activities of leaders who forcefully occupy the office that will get a very good image. None of us is happy with the way these issues are turning out. But in any case, it is public money. It is the workers' money. If the police feel in their wisdom that there is a need for them to look at our activities again, we won't be able to stop them from doing that. More so that the issues that arose as a result of the crisis they deliberately created were somehow related to these issues that the police are looking at. I think they deliberately created these issues to interfere with my administration so that they can pilfer the funds of the association, steal as much as they want to steal, and then do what they want to do. So we will be patient to let the police conclude their investigations. And if some persons are not found guilty, I know the police will let them go. But I think whoever is found culpable, the police should allow the law to take its effect. And so it's really affecting the union negatively. I won't tell you it's a positive development. It's a negative development. But by and large, we believe that association will overcome. We are senior civil servants who, in our own wisdom, we are supposed to be above board. Many of us are doing our best to live above board. And as such, if somebody is found not to have done well and the law thinks it will take its charge, then so be it, sir.
I guess time will tell how the association will recover. President Association of Senior Civil Servants of Nigeria, Innocent Bola-Audu, thank you for talking to us on the news this hour.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.